Oh, look, there's a funny coincidence. Someone's mentioned Discovery Channel. That's probably what made it click. Right, so this listener says, have you ever woke up and the woman you're lying next to you looks like she deserves to be on the Discovery Channel? I'm not sexist, but I was used last night. When I woke up last night next to this girl I was staying with, she woke up and called me clapped. I'm not a chav, so I had to Google it. So did me and Jamie. And I tell you what, I've never been so insulted. This girl was a mess. She slaps me off, but to this day, I don't think I ever see her go home. I don't know what that meant. Peace, bros. Like, I'm going to try and bring up the definition of clap for everyone because I didn't. But when you use it in context, you can understand what it is.
When if you get called clapped, you are bottom of the barrel. Oh mate, it's British young people, British slang.
Well, that's really fucking shitty. They've got you're clapped, and then it's got you are ugly, my guy. You're clapped. You're clapped is an insult in the UK, in Britain and London. The phrase means that you have slept with many people, whether they be your own gender or not. No, it doesn't.
No.
I love this. People have got like examples of conversations, and it's got, "Oi, bruv, what bruv? You're clapped." Cries. When someone is very evil but tries to hide it, but can also be a joke between two or more people. Hey, Devon, you are clapped. No. So basically, yeah, it means that you're like beaten with an ugly stick, like you're clapped, like you're fucking rotten.
Yeah, you woke up on the wrong side of life. You are an ugly cunt, basically.
But to me, this woman, like, I'm not making any like, because obviously this is a quite awful email, but like, to me, she's had that said to her too many times. So it sounds like he's woken up, so is she at the same time. They've locked eyes, and she's like, "I'm getting the upper hand here, mate. You're clapped." He's just like stunned. He can't say anything, and she's like, "Yeah, I won that one."
Yeah, before she probably could see his shocked face, and was like, "I'm getting in there first.
Yeah.
I'm going to take control of this situation. I'm going to get in there first."
What a thing to say, though. You're clapped.
Oh,
Bruv,
mate.
you're clapped.
If I find out anyone's ever called me clapped, yeah, I'll be very upset with my life. Very upset with my life.
I just
What
got this
story,
image,
like,
as he said, about Discovery Channel, like, she's got, like, a really deep voice. Like, he's looking, and she goes, "Bruv, you're clapped."
if she looks like she's going to beat you in an arm wrestling match, yeah, when you get up, you need to get out of the fucking house. That's what I'm saying.
I'd say that was a win for her, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, unfortunately, mate. Unfortunately to the listener, she took control of the situation before you could, and
Yeah.
but I think I agree with Dan. That's all that's happened there.
yeah. She just wants to win this one, and she fucking well did it. So applause to her. Well done for that. All day, I'll be like, "What? What? What happened? I don't understand."
Imagine being in like the taxi, like on the way home after the one night stand, and you're just googling clapped in it.
Is there any way that you could hear that and you think it's a good thing? Like, oh, bruv, you clapped last night. Like, you're like slamming her so hard that it was clapping.
Maybe,
He
yeah,
got his-
maybe.
You know, you get the text.
I think
like,
you could
"Oh."
tell by tone, though, couldn't you?
I don't know why. I just got this like she's been smoking like 40, 50 cigarettes a day, and she's got this really gruffly voice. It's like, "Bruv, you're clapped."
Yeah.
Like a London accent.
She sounds like she buys scratch cards at 2 a.m. from the fucking local petrol station. And she's buying a fucking Prime bottle.
prime ball, good luck. You know what I mean? Fucking hell. You're clapped. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that before. Maybe I did when I was younger, but I don't know. But it's very much a
I've heard the word before, but it's been a long time since I've heard it used, so I had to look it up again.
But the answer to that question was yes. There is a few times where I've sort of woken up and been like, that shouldn't have happened. But I've never turned to anyone and said anything. It's always been like, you know, thanks for the night, see you later, and then don't speak to him again. Because that's
You,
rude,
slither
right?
out
Like,
the door.
yeah, like, but you both got something, you know, out of it. You both got your rocks off. There's no reason to be rude, or you know what I mean.
I've told the story, haven't I, on this podcast about when I woke up in that flat and there was no wallpaper or flooring.
No, I don't think so. Because I don't think I've heard that.
So this is like one of the very first nights I ever went out clubbing with my mate. It was just me and him because we were the only ones that were 18, yeah. Out of our friendship group because everyone else was still 17. We was out. We got chatting to loads of people because obviously we was excited. We were absolutely buzzing off our tits. I remember we drank a whole bottle of Malibu between us before we actually left the house.
Yeah, that's wrong.
So we were mangled because at 18 you ain't coping with that, yeah. And we was in Liquid dancing away. I woke up. I blacked out. Totally blacked out. Woke up the next day on a sofa that looked like it had been left in the skip for 2 years.
Fucking hell.
I looked around and there's just like no wallpaper on any of the walls, but there's like loads of people saying like so and so was here, like 2000 whatever. Like hundreds all over the wall. And then I looked down, there's no carpet. It's just like plain fucking wood on the floor that hasn't been touched. It's just like floorboards.
Oh shit.
Or like wooden, like terrible wood anyway on the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever it was. I
It's
looked
basically
around.
just the flooring, isn't it?
Yeah. And I looked over and there was like a TV that was like over 10 years old. Do you remember them big elephant TVs, the huge ones?
Yeah, with a big
that
back.
had like a massive back on them. Yeah. There was one of them and it was just playing like Kiss on it. But
Oh,
it was
the
like
music
really fuzzy
channel.
and I was like, I'm gonna crack den. Yeah. I was like, I'm in a crack den. I've woke up in a crack den. Somehow we've ended up in a crack den. And the reason I woke up is because this little boy was poking my leg. He's about 3 years old, this kid, yeah. I looked
It's like
down.
you're in
I was like, who
Trainspotting.
the fuck? Yeah. I'm telling you, that night I drank 3 bottles of VK, a bottle of Stella, and half a bottle of fucking Malibu, and that I ended up blacked out in this random place, yeah. I woke up in the high-rise flats in Marsh Farm, innit? That's where I was.
Oh, Marsh Farm, yeah.
And I come out of the flat, and my mate was still there, and I was like, "You coming? Because I'm going home." He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stay here." And I went fucking out the door. Then I realised where I was because I recognised the lifts because the lifts are really obvious to know.
Mm-hmm.
So I went down in the lift, come out, and I walked from Marsh Farm back to Stopsley. It took me fucking hours. And I was like, when I got back, I said to my mate, "What happened?" He was like, "Oh, we went back with both the girls, but you fell asleep on the sofa, innit?" I was like, bruv. I could have come back with gonorrhea after that night. The state of that fucking flat. He actually got with that girl for a few months. I kept going over there. And she was like 34 and we were 18.
Jesus Christ.
And she had like a kid and the place was fucked. Oh, mate. I kept refusing to go there.